मोदी हुकूमत हिंदुत्व पॉलिसी पर काम कर रही है। अमरीकी कमीशन बराए बैनुल अक़वामी मजहबी आजादी का भारत को तशवीशनाक ममालिक की फहरिस्त में शामिल करने का मुतालबा। कमीशन के नायब चेयरमैन फेडरिक डेवी कहते हैं कि मफादात की वजह से अमरीकी हुकूमत भारत के खिलाफ फैसले लेने से हिचकिचा रही है। अमरीकी महकमा खारजा पर वाज़ेह कर दिया है कि भारत को तशवीशनाक ममालिक की फहरिस्त में डालना होगा। वज़ीर खारजा टोनी ब्लिंकन को बता दिया कि भारत को तशवीशनाक ममालिक में शामिल करने से मफादात मुतासिर नहीं होंगे। अमरीकी कमीशन का बाबरी मस्जिद पर मंदिर की तामीर पर तशवीश का इज़हार।
US Commission also recommend to designate India as a CPC country, and this is like a third year in a row. Yes. You guys are recommending, but State Department not doing anything. They are not putting India into the CPC country. How concerned you are?
We're very concerned, and we've made that known to the State Department unequivocally, that we believe that the Modi government has mistreated Muslims in that country significantly. The same with Christians in India and some other religious minorities there. So we're very concerned. We have made it clear that it seems as if the Modi government wants to make India a sort of Hindu nationalist state, and we've called that into question as an agency. We were in a meeting with the Secretary of State where we talked about CPC designations, and India was on that list for us, and USCIRF will continue to do that.
You met with Secretary Blinken, you told me a couple of weeks ago, and you talked about this designation to India. So what are his thoughts?
Clearly the U.S. government, State Department have geopolitical concerns that relate to the region, if not the world, that influence their decision. We just happen to disagree with it, and we don't believe it would jeopardize those geopolitical priorities of the U.S. government to designate India a country of particular concern when it comes to freedom of religion or belief, and we'll continue to make that point.
I remember that Indian government also refused the visa of the member of U.S. Commission like a couple of years ago.
They continue to. They still aren't providing us with the visas. We can only assume that's because they disagree with our analysis of what's going on in the country, but we stand by what we've observed, what we have researched, and what we know. And until there's substantial change in India, we'll continue to take these positions that India should be a country of particular concern.
So, do you have something to say about recent? They just inaugurated a temple on the site of Babri Mosque, which was raised by the Hindus nationally.
USCIRF has commented on its real dismay in the way in which the government of India did that, perhaps the reason for why they did it more than anything else. So yes, it is a violation of religious freedom to destroy one religious institution, sacred structure, in order to construct one that's more consistent with where the government wants to be. And so USCIRF made it real clear of its strong disagreement with what the Modi government did, the way in which that was celebrated in the country, and then to promote it the way the government promoted it is inconsistent with the sort of international standards of freedom of religion or belief.
Like Sikh community of India, they protested outside the Indian High Commission, and they say that the Indian Constitution put them in the Constitution as a Hindus, but their religion is different.
A fundamental tenet of freedom of religion or belief is for any religious group to be able to define who they are as a religious group and not have the government do that and impose it on them. So inasmuch as that has happened, it's clearly a violation of international freedom of religion or belief standards. And if indeed that's what the government is doing, it stands in contradiction to what the Sikhs should be receiving in terms of their religious freedom in the nation.